Coffee, coffee, time to drink some coffee. Hey, we're live! Hey everyone, what's going on? We have 16 people joining us while we're waiting for it to go ahead and build up. It's actually really dark. I don't know how dark it was.
Yeah.
First, tell us where you guys are joining us from. We're currently down the shore in North Wildwood, New Jersey, sitting by the fire. As you can see behind us, it's very low because the wind is blowing. It's actually quite hot. It's humid out today.
Yeah.
Very humid out. But let's raise the light on here. Actually, it's the brightest it goes.
Yeah.
So let us know where you guys are joining us from. It's been almost a month. If we waited 2 more days, it would have been exactly 1 month since our last Friday with the Continos. So we have New Orleans. We have New Jersey.
Florida.
We have Florida. We have Richard saying, hey, Joey. Not even hey, Julia. Just hey, Joey.
Nobody cares about me. That's it.
I care about you.
Aw. Cutie patootie.
I think I have to care about you, don't I? We've been married now almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years.
Let's see what we can do here with lighting-wise. You make the lighting better. That kind of works a
Ooh,
little
yeah.
bit. Ooh,
there you
that's
go.
good. We don't need to see what we look like. That looks a little better, right, guys? We got
South Carolina,
Mystic from New York. We got Canada with us here. Pennsylvania, National Park, New Jersey.
Awesome.
That looks like Cody.
Hope you all guys are doing well, staying safe and healthy.
Yeah, we have a different setup today because Joey left not just some of the equipment, but all of the equipment in home. As you know, our lives have been quite interesting lately, so it's kind of hard to know what's where. So
yeah, it's been crazy.
Barbara says, hi, Joey. I live at Cape Cod near the Arnold's restaurant. Hi to Julius, too. We went to Arnold's.
We actually did. We actually went to Cape Cod. It was last summer, I think.
It was, that was where you could travel. Do you guys know what traveling is?
Yeah.
Because that's what this YouTube channel used to be about.
It's back when you could cross the state
line and actually visit
quarantining.
Places and stay at hotels and not worrying about getting COVID.
Yes.
I don't even know what that is anymore.
That was good old days.
Yes. Jeff says, Joey, we talk all the time on Instagram. That's right. If you guys want to send us any messages on Instagram.
Stephanie says, hi, Julia. Hi, Stephanie.
We always go ahead and answer any questions. If you follow either me at Joey Contino or at Julia Contino _, we always answer. Hear me? Answer. It's a South Jersey accent. Answer questions for you guys. Celestino, my godson, says, how was your day? We had a great day. On Instagram, if you do follow us, we made a bunch of crabs. We made crabs. We cooked crabs.
Yeah.
How do you make crabs? I don't even know.
It'd have to be
God.
God, yeah. To make
so we steamed up some crabs today. We went and did some filming for the Wildwood Video Archive. We went to the post office because we're selling a bunch of pins and decals and stickers and magnets. We had 47 orders in the past 48 hours. And then we just now... Well, actually, that was 2 days ago. Now we have 45 orders we have to fulfill.
Yeah.
So we're slowly making our kitchen table.
After this, we're going to go back to work.
Yes.
On Friday night.
Friday night work. This is our 1 hour off. Because, you know, we go from work. Julia's been back at work for...
Yes, my salon was able to reopen. This was my second week that we were open. It's doing good so far.
And let me tell you, well, not let me tell you, Jewel, how about you tell them what it's like to be back in New York, just in New York City, like work in New York City?
What is it like to be back?
Yeah.
It definitely feels weird to be back, although it's different because in New Jersey it's more relaxed. When you get into the city, everyone's wearing a mask, everything is still closed, only outdoor dining. There's no malls are open, no gyms are open, and they're not planning on opening whatsoever, actually. The subways, I actually took subway once, and
it's kind of like
it's not crowded, but it's still a lot of people on it. It does seem cleaner than it used to be. I have not seen any homeless people on the subway, so that's a good thing. Because normally you would ride a subway with like 2 or 3 in each car that were like living on the subway. Everyone's wearing a mask, of course, on the subway, so that's a good thing. You still somewhat can social distance. It's hot. It's hot down there. It's ridiculously hot.
It's normally hot down there.
It's normally hot, yeah.
So, I mean, it's summertime.
It's up to 100 degrees on the station when you wait for the train.
I do feel like New York City's been a lot cooler this summer so far.
Yes and no. I don't really know, to be worst. I mean, it's hot regardless because you have to wear a mask. To be honest, I wear a mask from the second I leave the house to the second I get back into the house. So if I leave the house at 9 a.m., I'm literally wearing a mask until I get home at like 9 p.m.
It's a long day of wearing masks, which shows you can wear a mask.
You can.
All day long. You can wear a mask. Be fine.
I wore masks way before COVID started for work because I care about my clients. So I wore masks for at least 2 or 3 years before COVID started, and I had no issues, and I'm going to continue wearing them regardless. And also my clients required to wear face coverings.
So let's go ahead and start answering some of the questions you guys had for us. It's been, once again, 4 weeks since we've done one of these, because how crazy our life has been. And literally, to say crazy, I don't think really covers it.
Everything kind of changed about 2 weeks ago, and we're still trying to process some of the things that happened.
We'll go through that in a second, but let's answer some of your questions. Mystic says, I live in New York in the capital. That's Albany, but they were in the city. Karen says, how long are you in Wildwood for? We just got down.
Just got down last night.
Last night around 7 p.m.
We'll be here until Monday or Tuesday. Monday night or Tuesday morning. We will see.
All depends about my work schedule and your work schedule. Jeff says, have you guys found a new place yet?
No, nope. We're going to get to it a little later. That's the whole another story.
So, I mean, just to catch you guys up, I did do an update video last Friday.
Yeah.
Which was a video of Julia's work and showing you what at least we're doing at home. And I gave you the update that our landlord had informed us that with the market being as hot as it is, that they are selling their house, which is where we rent, which means if they sell the house, have nowhere to live.
Homeless.
In
the middle of pandemic.
During a pandemic. So and somebody was sick for 2 weeks who we thought had COVID.
Non-COVID, though.
Non-COVID after 2 tests, but still scary. And on top of that, there's a lot of things just going on. Anxiety of just going back to work. Who's sick, who's not sick. It's
going back on the subway, going back to be
regular
around
life.
Other people is very stressful.
There's a lot. I mean, that's just the top coat of it. There's so much other things.
Iceberg.
Which is like, you know, when you're home, you got to get kicked out of your house for 45 minutes because they have a showing coming in to look at your house, even though you have to work. So you're working from your car, which is like 100 degrees, just so that you don't miss work. Oh, it gets worse.
It's stressful.
But we have our health. But if anyone knows of any inexpensive apartments in New York City,
New Yorkers,
please let us know.
Let us know.
We are still looking. And I mean, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we had to stop your business. A lot of applications keep being rejected because she wasn't working, and you have to show X amount of months of working. So it's like
But unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to work. Yeah, so it's kind of.
It's like a double-edged sword here. You were getting kicked out, and you can't stay at home when people come in, and you can't get accepted to things because you were stopped because of the pandemic. It's once again, it's annoying. Kelly says, speaking of travel, we are taking our kids to Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween this year. I'm hoping it doesn't get canceled because of COVID. We did that. How many years ago?
We did that about 3 years ago.
It was a blast. They had fun houses. They did all these carnival rides.
Museums.
They did tours. The Witch Museum, Candlelight Tour.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. That night
was actually quite spooky. It was really windy.
Yep.
And you would hear like random noises and.
They're taking you through the graveyard. Yeah. Oh, this graveyard's for the 1600s, and you're like, oh,
we had a blast.
Yeah.
We did not stay in Salem though because we booked our hotel a little too close to Halloween. Everything was already booked, so we had to book like something outside Salem. But we still had fun.
Now,
so
Halloween
hopefully everything is good for you guys, and you are able to enjoy that time.
I know a lot of states are going to cancel trick or treating, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Massachusetts may have different rules by then, but even just a walk around, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's outdoors, so I think it might be fine.
Sarah says, congrats on reopening, Julia.
Thank you.
If you guys haven't done so yet, you could follow Julia's work page at NYC Eyelash Studio, all one word. Like her page, like a few of her photos. It helps with the analytics. So support your small businesses.
Thank you.
We have LaShonda from Georgia joining in. Kirsten from Minnesota. Pamela says, I noticed from your Instagram stories. I noticed that from your Instagram stories. I guess you're referring to something we were talking about before. Cody says, I saw a news crew yesterday. They tested the subways in New York City. There was no virus found anywhere. I mean, they're at night. They're shutting down the subway from midnight to 5 a.m.
Yes. So
and they're spraying down everything. So it is very clean.
It is very clean.
It's actually the cleanest the subway's been for a long time.
It's not the subway itself. It's the amount of people that are on the subway, and you spend a lot of time with them on each train. Like, let's say it takes me personally on the L train to get home about 45 minutes on the same car, so with other people.
Yeah.
So you don't know who's infected and who's not, as there's a lot of asymptomatic and pre-symptomatic people that do not show any symptoms at the moment that might be infected. So that's it's the thing about being around people.
Yeah,
I think it's not the subway per se, though. I wore a mask and gloves when I got on the subway. So
Lashana says, I hope you're changing your mask so often. And
I do. I have subway mask. I have a work mask. So
we have like 10 masks that we're reusable, so we clean them every other day. And then you have regular masks that are daily masks that you throw away. The KN90.
So I have KN95 that I wear as I work with my clients, and I wear a surgical mask on top of that to protect my KN95. So that one stays not reusable, but keeps its
clean and safe.
Cleaner. So I can wear it. You can wear KN95 up to 8 hours. So I cover my KN95 with the regular surgical mask, which I change between each client. And when I leave work, I throw that one away and I wear my subway mask. And then once I get home, that gets put into a Ziploc bag.
So we have a whole system.
It's a whole system.
And whenever she collects any kind of money or anything like that, they go in plastic bags. They don't get touched. They can go through UV lights and kill the germs off. And
I also wear goggles. I wear glasses as I work, and the face shield. Either or, it depends. It's just hard to see through a face shield, so glasses are better. And those get sterilized in a UV sterilizer between each client.
If you watch her Instagram video showing, it's like a 3-minute long video showing how Julia is doing everything. She has a lot of steps to make it clean.
It takes about an hour and a half between each client for me to sterilize the entire room. Everything gets sterilized, even the entire room. I have a UV light to sterilize the room itself. If
you actually go on to our last YouTube video, we have a little video showing a little bit of her room and what she's done. Yeah. So you can check that out. Celestina wants to know, how is Wildwood? Wildwood is doing great. Good. It's temperatures have been great. It's nice to walk around. We went to the beach for a little bit today. Yeah. We did some more. It was a gorgeous day. Very gorgeous.
It's very nice to be back for a little bit.
Here we go. We have Pamela says, have you considered purchasing your house?
We have.
It's a funny story. We can't even consider that because the price of the house is a stupid number.
Yeah.
$1.2 million.
Our house is selling for $1.2 million.
Which is like stupid money.
We were asked if we would like to purchase the house.
That is stupid.
But I'm sorry, when you have no I cannot even call that backyard. I'm sorry, that's like 2x2.
This is a backyard.
What is not a backyard, not a front yard. There's no driveway. There's nowhere to park your car. So you have to look for parking every single time you move your car to go even food shopping. It's very stressful. And to pay $1.1 million for a house that needs to be gutted and completely be redone inside,
it's not worth
it. It's nothing. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous.
That house was, I'm telling you this right now because this is what it was 6 months ago. House was worth $800,000.
Yeah.
Now here's the issue we keep running into when it comes to renting places. So these people are going out and buying these places for 1.1, 1.2. Now, where are they getting the money for that? Well, they're now charging $2,000 for rent that was normally $1,500 because they can't afford the house on their own. So now we're going out to try to look for places, but these places that were just purchased cost so much that they have to raise the rent. So that's why rent is through the roof, even though you're getting really nothing. It's like the places we keep looking at are way smaller than our apartment, but they're like $500 more, which is like, the heck, what do you mean? I'm getting less and I'm paying 1/4 more. So that's where we're at right now. Richard says, when do you think you'll start a family? We said 2 to 3 years, right?
Probably 2.
2? We actually talked about that today.
Like that, yeah.
Mariah says, so you guys had to close your business again and move back? So this is to you guys. I love you guys. So over this to you guys. No, she didn't close her business
I
again.
didn't. I'm
She's
just
still
taking
open.
a couple of days off. So what I'm trying to do is I used to work 5 to 6 days a week. Now I work only 4 days a week. So I'm trying to minimize the exposure. As I work with clients' faces,
Literally
even though
8
they have
inches
face
away.
coverings, it's still kind of it's scary. It's scary. So I'm trying to minimize my exposure, and businesses in New York actually only allowed to work at 50% capacity at this point. So
That's what we're doing.
that is my 50% capacity.
So we're following the rules, keeping it safe. Joseph says, "Hi, Joey and Julia from is that Chalfont, Pennsylvania. Sorry, it's very hard to see because it's not really bright out.
Yeah, we didn't bring anything with us.
we're in the backyard of my parents' shore house, and it's great because Frankie, my twin sister, if you watched 2 videos ago, got married and went over
Right there,
right back here. We had a giant tent, and now we have all these boardwalk-style lights going around. Look at that, right? Got the palm trees,
gorgeous.
the fire pit. So we're doing it back. It's kind of hard to read these things here. So someone says, Patricia says, what do you think about what happened with Tom Bergeron and Dancing with the Stars? Of course, he was on the Masked Singer. We've had him on this YouTube channel. He was fired from Dancing with the Stars after, I think, 20-something seasons with them. I don't know why. I think it's one of the Fresh Take. They hired, gosh, what's her name? I forget her name. Oh, she was a model. I forget her name. I'm so sorry. What do I think? I mean, things change. You have to change to stay relevant. Tom did a great job. So did Aaron. But I'm thinking that, a nice Tyra Banks. There we go. A nice change. There's nothing wrong with change. Sarah says, "Oh, Julia, your nails look good."
Thank you. I was finally able to get them done.
Show
first
them.
time.
Show them. Oh, look at those
First
nails.
time in 4 months?
Look at these nails.
5 months. That was very refreshing.
Pamela says, "I agree. There's a lot of steps, but I think it's an awesome seeing how the studio is cleaned." So Pamela watched your video.
Absolutely. So, honestly, I love showing that because I know a lot of places that do not follow any rules whatsoever, and that scares me, honestly. I'm a cleaning freak and I'm a germophobic. For me, I mean, my studio gets so, I clean door handles between each client.
Everything.
I clean door handles. I clean light switches. I clean my lamps. I clean anything and everything. Also, all of my handles, anything that I would touch, like the handles from the drawers and stuff, they are wrapped into a contact paper that is removed after each client, and that gets cleaned and replaced with a new paper. So I have no contact between
clients. Everything is completely
cleaned and sterilized.
It's almost like no one's ever been there.
Yeah.
Lashana wants to know: are you disposing of the masks in hazardous waste or regular trash?
No, I actually put them in the Ziploc bags completely separately, and then put them in the trash. That's what the
CDC has recommended.
I think so.
Well, because they said that it's not transferred via
The thing is that what's important is not to touch the front of your mask and remove it by the ear loops. And I flip it, the inside of the mask, the outside of the mask goes outside. So the
stuff's inside.
Outside of the mask gets covered. So it's not.
So you're good to go.
Yeah. And of course, wash your hands before and after.
Pamela says, ouch, that's a fairly ridiculous number. I'm not familiar with the cost of living, but I know that's horribly high. Yes.
It is. For something that has nothing, really, it's way, way overpriced.
And you know what? Where we're located is a great area. It's just, I can't imagine paying. I know if the new landlord came in and wanted to keep us, they would have to raise it $2,000. It financially wouldn't make any sense for them.
Correct.
Which is Sarah says right here, maybe the buyer will keep you on as renters. And the Pamela says, I'd be afraid that the new buyer would raise the rent. Yes.
Yes,
very
exactly.
True. Jeff says, how do you feel about Nick Cannon? Which is actually really interesting. We actually talked about that during dinner. I watched the podcast clip he was talking about, and I think a lot of us talked about this on Instagram because I don't understand what had happened here. Nick Cannon, clean-cut guy, very smart. I mean, he started his own businesses. He's been with Viacom and CBS for 20-something years. I'm actually worried about him mentally. Because if you actually go on his Twitter right now, he's been saying other stuff. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Very disappointed. He's still staying as the host on The Masked Singer. I don't know if they're allowed out of the contract. it's such an interesting society we're in because he's not the only one I've noticed saying stuff. I know that Deshaun Jackson also made similar comments, who's a football player for the Eagles. And look, you have to, I don't know. It's really hard to talk about because I can't relate. I don't know. I really don't know what to say.
Poor decision that he made.
He shouldn't have said stuff like that. That's the bottom line. Viacom,
it's not right.
Viacom did the right thing. Fox obviously made Nick apologize, and I know that Nick knows that he did something wrong. But I am surprised that Fox is still keeping Nick as a host. Because you can obviously get a different host in there, and it would be fine. But get Tom Bergeron. Now, maybe someone younger. Nick Cannon does fit the demographic very well. But situation, it's a strange situation to be in. I really don't know how to talk about it because I don't want to say anything wrong. You know, the one thing it's always taught us, never talk politics. Never talk money, never talk politics. Don't talk religion.
You and I don't talk religion.
We're different religions. That's something we used to fight about it in the early days.
Yeah.
And we will fight about it again once we have kids.
But, we'll cross the bridge once we get there, so.
But, yeah, it's such a really, really weird situation. The one thing I can say is that I'm ready. I can start hosting next week if you need me to. I have my green screen, so I could do it from home. I have the digitized version of the set.
That's we still have a home.
What is a home? We don't have a home. That's right.
Nothing's
worse than they always say in the news. Stay home. It's the safest thing you do when you don't have a home.
Where are you safe?
The worst part is that we have to box up our things and bring them to my parents' house because we can't find a place to put them.
If we don't find a place, let's not talk about that because it's honestly getting really depressing.
No, it's even sadder.
I am trying to stay positive here.
Even to storage that stuff is $300, $400 a month. Yeah. That's a sore topic, guys. We're not going to talk about it anymore. Cody says, Joey, what kind of work do you do? Which is a great question, and I don't talk about it. That's one thing we don't talk about on this YouTube channel, is what I actually do. I can tell you that I'm an executive audio producer. I do run another YouTube channel, Wildwood Video Archive, and I run the social media for Wildwood, New Jersey. I run my own website, wildwoodvideoarchive.com. I do voiceovers. We do YouTube videos. I edit tons of audio. I work nights. And you've probably heard my voice places. That's it. That's all you can know. Simple as that. My dad and stepmom were small business owners, and it's insane the amount of requirements they have to do to enforce for one of their businesses. Yes, there's a lot of regulations. We spent $500 on equipment that was required by not just the CDC, but her insurance company to guarantee.
Here's the thing. I see I see positive side of it because I think that maybe
the industry needed change.
Yeah, we got a little, not me, but I know some businesses got a little lazy about this whole thing.
Wasn't cleaning things. They weren't making things, making sure
like the nail salons that would just spray their tools with a disinfectant, and they would consider that a cleaning.
Which is a big red flag, by the way.
There's a 3-step process that needs to be done for that. People got a little lazy, and I think maybe that's a good thing because there had to be a change in this whole industry. It needed to be one. So I think I just see that as a positive, just a room for improvement.
So there is a positive in that. What happened? Mom's walking down the steps. I feel like, is that Frankie?
Yes.
Frankie's on FaceTime, my twin sister. They've been married now for almost a month because they get married in June 20th. It's the 17th of July.
Yeah.
So that's pretty soon. There we go. Pamela says, I saw Joey's Instagram story about being available for the Masked Singer. Yes, I am available. Hey, Mom, coming on? Pull up a chair. You're getting ice cream from where?
One of the cool scoops for ice cream.
Oh, well, cotton candy. And
what are you talking about? We have 4 scoops.
No, we'll save that.
Oh, okay.
We can save that.
Cotton candy?
I'll have chocolate.
Chocolate?
Oh, no,
what?
not chocolate. I'm going to have the
coffee?
Coffee one. Coffee. Just coffee.
Coffee
Scoop.
You want Reese's Pieces on it?
No, we have upstairs.
No, we don't have
Coffee
Reese's.
ice
Oh, we have. How about you want just regular
I want the
Reese's
chocolate
cups?
sprinkles. We have them upstairs.
cup of coffee?
Well, it's not coffee. It's ice cream coffee. Don't hit me. It's all right. I've got so much hair here.
You don't
It's a
even feel
helmet. I can't feel anything.
He's a chia pet.
Chia. And if you look, it's so curly. I know it's very hard to see. But look how curly. It's like a perm. What is this? What is going on?
What do you want?
If you could, pretty please. I want coffee with Reese's cups. Not pieces, but cups. And do you want a sugar cone?
No.
No,
Okay,
just
I have
cup.
4
A
sugar
couple.
cones upstairs.
2 cups of coffee, one with Reese's cups.
Coffee ice cream. Make sure you specify that it's
my
ice cream.
gosh.
If not, Ashley would give
Thank
you
you,
just
Mom.
coffee.
You're welcome.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you.
This is fun.
Yeah.
We haven't had fun in a while. When Julia was sick, she had a fever of 102 for like 3-4 days straight.
Yeah.
I was like freaking out. It was not a good. Oh
It was
God!
not a good weekend.
July 2nd through the 10th
Nope.
had been hell.
July 4th. I got sick on July 4th, and I had to go to the.
We didn't take you to the emergency room. We took you to urgent care, and we spoke to maybe 5 different doctors.
We did call our primary care physician. before
Somebody
we went.
passed out.
I passed out, but yeah, that was fun.
No COVID.
Let's just answer more questions. No, I was tested for COVID.
All right, here we go. Mariah says, Julia, I'm a germaphobe as well.
I'm with you. It's
Mariah
difficult to be a germaphobe.
Mariah also says, I love you guys so much. Your stories are so cute. I want to go back to New York City and meet you guys. Well, once COVID is done,
We would love that, honestly.
first this year,
We'd actually love
there were so many plans that we had this year that got canceled because we were traveling the country and we're going to do videos and things like that, and that got
We
canceled.
were supposed to do a cross-country trip.
Yep.
We were supposed to actually
Go to
fly
Vegas,
to
and then California,
for my birthday.
and then we're supposed to go. We were supposed to go back to Ukraine in September.
That's not happening.
So that's not
so,
happening. So many trips. I still have all my vacation days.
Yeah.
2 weeks of vacation.
A lot of things are not
A lot
happening
of
these
things
days.
aren't happening.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. The only thing is important that we're healthy, and that's what matters these days.
Well, I mean, you weren't healthy.
Shh,
La-
I'm okay now. So that's just appreciate what we have. You know, it's okay. We can't do it
Actually-
this year. We'll do it next year. As long as we're happy and healthy,
Yes.
that's all that
I
matters.
actually had to take a sick day because you were so sick.
Yeah.
She wasn't sleeping. Over the course of 3 days together as a combo, pretty sure we had only slept 10 hours.
And I did not eat once.
Because you were sleeping 1 or 2 hours.
And I did not eat
And you lost like
anything.
10, 15 pounds.
No, I didn't lose 10, 15. I lost about 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
Good 5 pounds over the course of 5 days.
Let's see. Jeff says, I understand. How long does it take you guys to get to Wildwood? From our home in New York, it depends. Well, that bug went right in the fire and died.
Okay.
That thing shriveled up small, man. Woo!
Okay, let's.
Real fire, by the way. Depending on traffic, with no traffic, without any traffic, it's 2.5 hours. With traffic, it's sometimes 6 hours.
Yeah, last year when we were coming down here for 4th of July, I want to say.
Oh, it was awful. It was
We
should have not
spent in the car. We left at the very stupid time. We left on Friday
at
afternoon. And that was the dumbest idea I think we've ever had because that's the most traffic
You could ever have.
you could ever have
We're
out of
stupid.
the city.
We should have never done it.
I don't know
Learned
what.
a lesson.
I don't know what possessed us to do that. We sat in traffic, I think, for 8 hours. We sat in traffic for probably 8 hours.
You just want to respond same order?
No,
So-
they know.
All right.
That's fine.
All right, so let's get through the questions here. Let's see. Pamela says, that's just stupid for storage space, paying that much. Well, that's New York City. I mean, you're talking about apartments are $2,000 for a studio that is maybe 400 square foot.
And you guys, when you say studio, like we don't mean like a full kitchen.
Oh, no,
When
no.
you say studio,
It's a sink. That's it.
it's
Just a sink with a refrigerator.
It's a sink with a refrigerator, like a mini
And one
bar,
cabinet.
refrigerator. It's
It's
not even a
awful.
full refrigerator. There's nothing there. Like there's a toilet and that
And a
is
bunk
it.
bed, because the top bunk bed winds up being a shelf, and you sleep on the bottom,
And
which is a
that
futon.
literally that is it. Like
It's
you open a
awful.
door and
Boom, there's nothing.
just that. Like that's it. Like it's really sad.
Kristen wants to know, how is Nala, baby Nala, little Rue? Her birthday was on July 12th. Thank you for sending her stuff, guys. No, we actually, because Julie being sick, we totally forgot about it.
Yeah, we remember that on my birthday,
Yes.
which is July 15th.
Julia's birthday was 2 days ago, by the way.
We realized that we missed her birthday due to me like being sick and everything, but it's okay. She's been treated quite well.
We've been home every day since March.
She's getting hugs and kisses.
She's doing fine.
She's doing good. Thank you for asking.
Let's see. Oh, it jumped. Sorry. It jumped, guys. Mr. Pencil says, I would like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and Grant Gustin on The Masked Singer. There we go. Chrissy says he wasn't fired from The Masked Singer. That's correct. He was not fired. Kelly says, glad Julia is doing better. Saw her on Instagram when she was sick.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate. I actually really do appreciate everyone who messaged me and wished me to get well soon. Honestly, those messages are incredible. Thank you so much for sending them. It just warms my heart, honestly.
Pamela says, hi, Frankie. Frankie's not around anymore. And
She's
Mom's
not
not around
here.
anymore. They were here for 2 seconds and they're gone.
Frankie was on the phone. Yeah.
Michael Williams says, cotton candy from Cool Scoops is my favorite. That is your favorite.
That is my favorite ice cream of all time.
And she's slowly starting to like my ice cream, which is cotton candy. But I'm not cotton candy, it's coffee. Though every time I go, I always change my flavor.
So good.
Moose Tracks.
I think
Rocky
coffee is like my second
Or
favorite.
banana or peanut
I
butter.
think it's my second favorite.
I like all the, I like ice cream.
Coffee is
and I'm
really
allergic to
good.
dairy, so I shouldn't be having it at all. Let's see. Mr. Fulton Moraz says, hello, Joey and Julia. In 2 days is my 21st birthday.
Happy
Monday,
almost birthday.
July 20th. 21st.
Wow.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
That's a big one. Happy almost birthday.
Happy almost birthday. Hope you get to
Chrissy
celebrate
says that my hair is just adorable. Barbara says, Joey, your hair is sexy.
It's very curly. I like it though.
It gets cut next Thursday, hopefully.
See, like here, because he had put a little gel, it looks somewhat okay, but in the back, it's like, this is hilarious. Like, no. Look,
No, there, here.
this
It's fun.
massive. You look like a lion.
Rawr! If you go on my Instagram, you'll see my photos from today. You can see my hair. And the wind was blowing. That's why it looks really bad right now. Because, me, I normally comb my hair back. It did look better because it was gel. I normally comb my hair back. So I'm like walking
like a hair tie or something.
Julie, you were supposed to do a YouTube video.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Look, I could bun it. I could bun it right here. Look at that.
Yes, you can. A men bun. You can have a men bun.
A man bun.
You actually look. You actually look like those, 10th graders. No, not 10th graders. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? Like a second graders that they, the pigtails, like this, and then like the little.
Oh, that's from like the 90s.
You know those pictures that everyone has, and the big bow on top of your head. I have that picture for some reason.
What?
I have a picture like that with my hair just like pulled up here, and then just a little pieces hanging.
Ukraine is weird. What kind of fashion was that?
I don't know. I look cute.
Have you guys ever done your hair like that?
Oh,
I know I didn't do that. Let's go here. Mariah says, Julia, I love your shoes that you wear when I see Joey take pictures of you. Your shoes are so cute.
Thank you.
No.
Shoes is my
Why
passion.
is it every time I come home, just so happens to be another pair of shoes? The ones that she wore today, I've never seen before.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
I wore them to work like 4 times. You drove me to work.
We have a problem.
Okay,
here.
so
No.
We have a problem. We do have a problem.
No.
You do not pay attention.
No.
To buy.
No. Stop. She buys things, puts them in her closet for a few weeks, and then wears them. Oh, I've always had this.
No, I didn't. I don't say always. I say that I've had them for weeks, and technically, I'm not lying. I've had them for weeks in my closet.
You buy so much stuff.
No, because you
Bags,
asked,
shoes, shirts.
Is it new? And I say no, because I've had it for weeks. So there you go.
When I come home, there's always something there, and I go, did you order something? You said, no. Oh, that's from a few weeks ago that I ordered that.
Correct.
No, it's not.
They're out of stock.
It's not like the 90s where it's like, oh, mail your check to this address and we'll send it to you in 4 to 6
It
weeks.
certainly feels like it.
No, it's not.
It certainly feels like
At
it.
least Amazon Prime's back.
That's true.
I have to admit, 2-day shipping. Hallelujah.
Stop yelling.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. My hair is just adorable. Joey, you're adorable. Julia, why do you
Oh, my
hate his hair?
goodness.
I'm joking. No one's saying that. Where's Nala? Is she in New York City? Or
No,
in
she's
Wildwood?
upstairs. She's in Wildwood
She
upstairs.
has two friends upstairs, Shadow and Bella, and they're hanging out. AKA, they're fighting each other
doesn't
all
like
the
them.
time. Hey, hola, Joey. Saludos des Mexico. So, hey, Joey, hello from Mexico. Hi. I didn't know any. Actually, I think it's the first person from Mexico watching our channel.
That's awesome.
¿Dónde es? Where is?
I don't speak
¿Dónde
Spanish
es Mexico?
whatsoever, though.
Where?
I'd like to learn.
Where in Mexico?
I would like to learn Italian. I think
Italian is
is
close to
beautiful.
Spanish.
Yes, but I would like to learn Italian.
Buonasera.
It sounds so beautiful. I don't know why. Like, I don't like sound of French.
Io ti amo.
I don't like sound of French.
Yeah.
And
French is so
I don't-
ignorant. They're like.
I studied French for
Mm.
3 years, and I legit hate it.
Well,
I just don't know why it doesn't sound good to me, even though they say that it's one of the most beautiful languages out there, but it doesn't sound good to me.
Joseph says, I was in Wildwood Crest, stayed at the Pan American owned by Maurice.
Nice.
I was at the Do-Up Drive-In. Do-Up Drive-In is our buddy Jason
Yes,
Kramer's
love
new
it.
place. We love their breakfast. Best breakfast on the entire
We
island now
love
that
it,
Samuel's
yeah.
is closed. Barbara says, happy belated birthday, Julia.
Thank you.
Patricia says, I love Rocky Road. Gavin Piggy Roblox says, haha.
It's probably something that we said.
It wasn't something I said. I'm not funny. Continue on. We have here, Pamela says, I didn't have a big bow, but my mom did that when I was a baby. Big bunch of hair in a barbette. Barbette?
Mhm.
Barbette? Is that
Barrette.
it? Barrette?
Yeah.
English, not my first language. Goo Goo Gaga was.
And
Chrissy
English is my
says,
third.
Chrissy says she's had these shoes for years.
Correct.
How often do I buy new shoes?
No, it's not about you buying them. You also like to return them when I buy them for you. I actually just had this, I kid you not, I just had this conversation with mom upstairs when she told me that she bought you flip-flops because I bought you 2 nice pairs of shoes and you forced me to return one.
All right, here's the deal. If I don't need shoes, don't buy them for me.
Joey,
If the shoe's not ripped apart, if the shoe's not falling apart,
Sweetheart,
don't buy them.
if there's a
I don't
hole
know.
on the bottom of your shoe and your toe is touching the ground, I think that's considered
That's never
trash.
been a thing.
Yes, it actually
No,
was.
it wasn't.
I threw away your burgundy work shoes because there was a hole and you refused to throw them out.
It wasn't a hole. It was
was
just
a
the
hole.
lip was coming off. I would rather take my shoes to a shoe repairman and fix them.
Okay, welcome to 90s.
What? I've taken your shoes to the guy to fix them.
Yes, and they ripped like 3 times and then I just threw them out because they're not made to last anymore.
Well,
Good Italian leather is made to last.
I like how you said it with your hands. Because we bought the shoes in Italy. In Capri, actually.
Let me tell you something. When I
What?
was younger,
What happened when you were
stop,
younger?
stop. When I was younger, like legit, my parents would buy me winter boots from actual Italian leather. And let me tell you something. They're still alive and doing well. Okay. So some things are made to last, some things are not. So, and when you buy shoes for $30, they're probably not made to last.
Patricia says, and Spanish is so close to French. Chrissy says, German sounds like you're clearing your throat a lot. That's true.
Yeah.
Barbara says, I lost a feed. Did anyone else? You may lose the
Oh,
feed
no.
because we're outside. We're nowhere near the internet box. So I apologize in advance. Awesome Guy 15 says, Joey, how are you?
How are you, Joe?
Very stressed. That's why my hair is getting curly. Don't they say when you're stressed, your hair goes straight or something like that?
I don't know.
Like it just goes, whew.
I have no idea.
This is our first time we're relaxing in 3 weeks. Because when we're
And
not
yet,
working,
you know, it's physical relaxing. We're sitting on the chair, but minds are racing 1,000,000 miles an hour.
there's a reason
it's
why I
just-
only sleep 4 hours every day.
It's difficult. Like
If my body's not physically exhausted, I won't
the
sleep.
thing is that like mental state like turns into a
Physical
physical
state.
state, and then you get physically sick because you're mentally like
sick.
completely off the hook.
Well, that spider almost grabbed that fly. Let's see one in there.
Yes.
There's a spider over here, and a fly got close to it, and the spider jumped at it. Kind of cool. So how am I doing? I'm all right. Getting by.
We're taking one day at a time and just trying to stay positive and just
As we
take
quickly
things
learned, We can't plan for anything. You want to know? What do you
No,
want? We'll come up in a minute. We'll come up in a little bit. Thank you so much. Was there no line? Gotcha. So here we go. Girls' shoes and guys' shoes are not the same. That's right.
No.
Girls' shoes are for girls.
They're nicer.
What?
Nicer.
No, they're not. Have you seen my penny loafers? I wear penny loafers, okay? I wear boat shoes and penny loafers and dress shoes.
And flip-flops and no shoes.
I like the no shoes. I like to drive with no shoes. If I got pulled over and they asked me to get out of the car, I'm in trouble.
Guys, when we were still dating, there were a lot of instances where we would go out to eat and we would get to the restaurant
and somebody didn't have shoes.
And Joey would walk out of the car with no shoes.
I have no shoes on right now.
Like he would just walk out and he completely spaced out that he had no shoes. We had to
grow
go
up
back,
at a beach.
We had to go back to the house to pick up his shoes.
When you grow up at the beach,
and
you wake up with no shoes.
Multiple times. Like we would go
you
to
get
the
changed,
store.
you walk to the beach, you come home, you shower, you eat, you never wear shoes.
Like we would go to the store and he would have no shoes. How does that happen?
I now leave a pair of flip-flops in my car in case that happens.
And then he started just carrying a pair of shoes in the car just in case if he doesn't have shoes
but then we moved to New York, and then I had to wear shoes all the time because I ain't going to wear flip-flops on the subway. Exactly. That ain't happening. Not happening. Well, at least not back then.
But that was really funny. That was like
there had been plenty of times where we went to restaurants. I didn't have shoes on.
Like
That's
I would
funny.
be all dressed up and all cute and everything. The hair is done, and he walks out in slacks, polo shirt, and no shoes out of the car.
Richard, ready for this? He goes, no, I thought the shoes. He throws out the shoes when the soles are 3 or 4% off. That's right. I threw them out then. If I'm walking and they're flapping, they get thrown away. I just threw away a pair of flip-flops because they were ripped. And I wore them for a month and a half. And Mom goes, I'm just going to buy you flip-flops.
Yeah.
Very true.
Because you can't fight Mom. But
awesome,
you can fight me.
Awesome Guy 15 says, I'm going to Wildwood Crescent staying at Seapoint in August 9th for a week. Maybe I'll see you. We'll be down. Seaport's beautiful. We love Diamond Beach. We have a secret bar over there we go to, which is right on the beach. Well, COVID-19 really screwed up a lot. The Quest Guy says, hey, Joey, what do you think about the mask reveals for Masked Singer 2 in Australia? I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, you got
So I have no idea.
Check it out.
You coming out for live stream? Where you going? You lost your phone? That's not good. You text us in the car. Joseph says, how is Morty's Piers doing since they opened? If you go on my other YouTube channel, Wildwood Video Archive, I did a tour of what the piers look like. It's another bug. Did you see that? You saw that, right?
Just the sound of like fried bug. It's really weird.
Anyway, I did a tour of what the piers look like. And since then, they're doing better. Unfortunately, with the 50% capacity, there's only so many people given a pier. So obviously, it's going to be not so good of a summer for them. But if you like no lines and you like going right on the rides or the water park right away, come now. It's great. You can literally walk right onto a ride.
It's not crowded
or
either.
for the water park. You don't have to fight for a chair. You're going to get a chair guaranteed. There's another bug going for the flying. Let's see if he gets it. Nope. There's no lines for the water park slides. So you can go right on them. So, I mean, for that, it's great. Come on down. You answer the next question.
I can't see them, unfortunately. Well, it's too far and it's too dark.
It's too dark and too far.
Let's see. Can't really see much. Okay, how is Morris Spears doing since they opened? Joey answered that question. Actually, we're probably gonna go for a walk and just check it out, how they're doing. I'm curious myself how everything is going on. Chrissy says, I love to go with those shoes. Yeah, that's Joey's favorite thing. Penny loafers are still a thing. Yes, for my husband it is, and it's very hard to find them. He only buys them from one store and one store only, and the same exact pair of shoes in the same color every single time. So he has 3 or 4 dress shoes, and he buys the exactly same pairs over and over again each Christmas. It's a thing for him. I don't know why. Um, let's see. Oh my gosh, it's jumping. Joe.
Yeah.
Patricia said penny loafers are still a thing.
Yes,
Asking
penny loafers
us,
are still a thing.
And
I've got a pair in burgundy
I
and
was
one
just
in
telling
black.
them that you buy exactly the same pair of shoes
every single
Christmas.
time. Yep.
Every Christmas.
Every
it's
Christmas.
The same pair of shoes.
And you buy a penny, brand new penny, or you get a penny that year, shiny, and you put them in the shoes. I've been wearing penny loafers since elementary school. I love my penny loafers.
And you guys, God forbid, they're different from the ones that he had the previous year.
No,
it's not
can't
gonna,
use it. All right, I'm going to say this.
Exactly
You're going to think that I'm the strangest person in the world, but short people will understand this. I like these shoes because they have a wooden sole. When I'm walking down places, they click, okay?
Especially if there's a tile.
Especially if
in
there's
that
tile.
place.
I like that. I don't know why.
You like to intimidate people?
It's not an intimidation thing. It's, you know, they hear the sound coming and then they see me. Oh, this guy sounds fancy. He's got some nice shoes. And then they see me come in and they're like, oh, this guy must be fancy. He's got nice shoes.
It has nothing to do with anything. But okay.
No, it doesn't. I just like it.
It legit does not.
And it's got a good height on it, which makes me a little bit taller.
Okay.
What? You like me short? No, you don't. You always complain I'm so short because you can't wear high heels.
What's next?
What's next?
Suspenders?
Suspenders. I already have the bow ties, and I have suspenders.
You have a pocket squares.
You got pocket squares. I also have cufflinks.
Well,
I've got tie clips, and I make pins, lapel pins. Yeah, we're doing well. All right, here we go. Christy says, I love to go with no shoes. Ha.
Not for me. I can't. For me to have not to have shoes, it's I don't know. I don't like the feeling of it.
Courtney says, I still wear a pair of flip-flops I have. Mariah says, so you two are so very adorable, it should be a crime. You're arrested. Give me all your money.
Don't point two fingers at me.
Give me all your money. Corey says she had her shoes for 10 years and she still loves them. They're probably leather.
Yeah, that's a good pair of shoes. Let me tell
Michael
you.
says, I buy the same pair of dress shoes every year too.
Is that like a guy thing? I don't know.
We like consistency.
Because for girls, it's
I buy the same
we all
sneakers.
want, like, different type of shoes, different color, different style. But like,
do I not buy the same shoes, sneakers, and the same dress shoes?
Yes, but I convinced you last year to get them in a different color, and you loved it. So that's a good thing. Well, at least a color difference.
They cost me the same. I'm very happy. Let's see, Joya, how tall are you?
5'7".
You're 5'8".
5'7".
You're 5'8".
I'm 5'7".
You're 5'8".
My medical record says 5'7".
You're 5'8". I know you're 5'8". Joey, what's your zodiac sign? I don't believe in that kind of stuff, so I don't know. Is that Pisces?
You're a Pisces.
I'm a Pisces.
I'm Cancer.
My husband's 5'4" and she's 6 foot. Shut up. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's almost us because I'm 5'3" and you're 5'8". You're 5'8".
I'm 5'7".
You're 5'8".
5'7".
5'8". If you look at our wedding photos, you can see our height difference. Mariah says, I can't go without wearing shoes. Also, Julia.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a thing. Like, it's a thing. I don't like that feeling of like of the feeling of the ground. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't mind it. I'm used to being barefoot.
I'm okay without shoes on the beach. Like, that's okay for me. But rather than like,
I worked barefoot for 6 years.
I can't. I just
6 years. I didn't wear a single shoe on my job.
I don't like the feeling.
And now when I work, I don't wear shoes unless I go into the building.
Because you work from home.
COVID-19.
Yeah, you work from home pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID and post-COVID.
Now the life feels like it splits in two different times. It's like pre-COVID and then post-COVID.
Do you remember the time you used to go to a restaurant?
Yeah, we would like sit down and just kind of like look at the pictures or like remember the times that you could actually, go inside a restaurant. Do you remember the times I used to go to a gym?
Do you remember you used to go shopping in a store?
It feels like it's forever ago.
Wait,
and yet that was 5 months ago.
Do you remember a time where you would go to the supermarket just to get one thing? Because I don't remember that.
Like now
you have to budget everything and make sure
it's
you
not
know exactly
that.
what
It's
you
not
want.
that.
Get in,
You don't
get
even
out.
call it shopping anymore. It's like
The
supply
run.
runs.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Like, we're going for supply runs.
We're out of. My favorite is that you're at the point where like, oh, we're out of chips. Well, next week we're going shopping, so put it on the list. We're out of eggs. Well, you gotta wait. You gotta hold over.
To eat whatever you have.
Whatever you have in the cupboard. So, good
It's
old
just-
interesting COVID-19. Crazy is, I think the cufflinks are cool. I agree.
I like the
Mariah says you guys have a certain amount of shoes and usually buy them in the same brand in the same color. I have so many pairs of heels, it's not even funny.
I used to. I honestly used to.
Take a picture of your heels and send them to me on Instagram, and then I'll show you a picture of Julia's heels.
I have none. I have 2 pairs.
Wow.
I have only 2 pairs that I bought for a rehearsal dinner for our wedding that was 5 years ago,
Yep.
and for my bachelorette party
Oh, man.
that I actually did not end up wearing. So I have a brand new pair of white, pretty sandals heels that they're still in the box. I bought them and I just never wore them.
The Quest guy says today for the Masked Singer Australia, the Hammerhead was revealed. I thought it was you at first.
Oh, we gotta check that out.
I mean, I haven't been on here for a month.
We gotta check that out.
Well, I'm just
I'm
saying.
actually curious.
They're trying to figure if I'm on the Masked Singer Australia. And then a bug just went in. Oh.
Suicidal bugs.
I haven't been on YouTube really in a month.
I mean,
So I could have flown out to Australia and done the show and came back.
I don't think so, because you would have to quarantine for 2 weeks there, for 2 weeks when you come back. That's already 4 weeks.
What if my costume was a bubble?
Yeah, okay.
I go on the plane as a hammerhead, right? I get off the plane in costume. I get to my hotel room. I didn't touch anything. I was wearing a costume.
It doesn't. You.
Or if I wore a
what do you mean
hazmat
you didn't
suit
touch anything. You sat on the chair.
in my hammerhead outfit.
Okay. Okay. Now, if you have to take a flight to Australia is actually pretty long.
It's like an 18-hour ordeal.
Yeah. So what if you have to use bathroom or take a sip
Nope,
of water?
that's it. They put a catheter in there.
And how are you gonna take a sip of water?
It's a
IV
straw.
fluids.
Yeah, IV and cath. You never know, guys. I could be on the show soon. Maria says, no way, you both look so much taller. Everyone tells me, one of the very first things people always say to me is that they thought I was taller.
See, on the pictures, I actually stand behind him for a reason. So I look smaller.
And when we do videos, I do them from down here. From down here. So it makes me look taller. But in reality,
he's really not.
no. It's like, Jewel, come back over here. Come back here. Here I am standing. Stand next to me. I know. You see, you don't look. No, you look tall.
I look very tall next to you, so you see.
No, stand up straight.
You see our height difference.
I'm a good arm rest for you. Now imagine this. The fence is almost taller than me. Actually, is the fence taller than me?
Yeah.
Like the fence is taller than me.
And I'm much taller than the fence.
You can see over the fence.
Yes.
I can't. I got a bar on my face.
So that's that.
So anyone have any question on height? There you go. And if you see
So
me
my
in
answer-
public, don't say that you thought I would be taller. My favorite is I'm wearing masks and glasses, and people still find me somehow.
Ooh, we're sitting too close to the fire.
Are you getting burned?
Yeah. I don't want to be one of those bugs.
You don't want to be like one of those bugs? It's a big one, too. Oh, here we go. Back to this. Patricia says, I miss going to a restaurant. What is a restaurant?
Yeah, I know, right?
The word rest is in there. You can actually rest and
Mhm.
rant. You can rest and rant.
Yeah, I don't. Last time we went to a restaurant was March.
Mariah said, oh, it was Disney. The
It was
last
Disney.
time we went to a restaurant, we were in Walt Disney World.
That was our last.
That was the last normal life.
It's interesting because we went to Disney, and when we got back, we actually came back into a lockdown.
Well, it was one day, and then they went into a lockdown. They're like, oh, starting on March 10th, we're going into a lockdown. We dropped the Kim and
We
the
came
knife.
back on like
Oh, we
Friday.
came in on the 10th.
We came back on like Friday, I think, or Saturday.
Saturday.
Home, and they shut everything down
On Monday.
on Monday. So, like a stay-at-home order. So we were very unprepared.
The worst part, no, we weren't unprepared. Before we went, I had said to Julia, I'm like, look, when we get back, life is not going to be the same.
Yeah, but we were prepared for for quarantine
For 2 weeks.
for 2 weeks, but like we weren't prepared for a full-on lockdown for 4 months. Like that was not anything. I don't think anyone was prepared for that, to be honest.
We thought they always said 2 weeks and then we'll come back to life. And
2, like 4 at the most, and that's
now,
what we were kind of.
The crazy part is this: if you look at the case numbers, compare New York City back then to the country now,
It was nothing.
we were doing like what 4,000 cases a day in New York City, and now they're doing 70,000 cases for America. They hit 70,000 cases yesterday.
The most important thing that death rate went down,
yes.
and I think that's very important.
Very
because
important.
Doctors learned how to manage it and how to treat it, I guess. So that's a good thing.
See, let's look here. Let's go. It says here, Coldlow says, Joey, on TV, they did a Masked Singer commercial, and it's talking about the stuff they're on their YouTube channel, and if they're going to be, and it shows jellyfish around the Masked Singer logo. I did not see that. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to look it up and make a video about that.
I was just going to say that.
We know that a jellyfish costume is coming. We know that for a fact. Hands down, we know a jellyfish is coming. Tom Bergeron broke that to us last season. There are other costumes, some of which you may recognize, some of which you may not recognize. I do have a whole Masked Singer update, but there's just so much going on that I don't want to talk about it yet. Because the issue is that California is starting to close again. Reality television is not able to film. So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if we're going to get a new season in September or if they're going to push it back to February. With COVID-19, there's really no way of knowing. California, potentially by Monday, might go back down to level 1.
Which is
not good.
Order, yeah.
So we don't know what's going on yet. And I don't want to talk about anything yet because I know that, all right, between you and I, there's 34 of us. Normally we'd have like 400 people on the live stream. So if you're on here, you're getting some good inside information. What they've been doing is that everyone has been working remotely from home. The costume designers have been doing their costumes from home, so they're still doing the costumes. Tony G and a couple other dancers can still do choreograph from the people that are signed. They already know who's on the show. The contracts were signed months ago. So the voice singers, coaches have been coaching with the singers. The dance coaches have been doing the dance stuff. So they are doing things remotely.
Choreography. Yeah.
So potentially when it is time to actually start doing this stuff in the second week of August, they should be fine. But it all depends if they can go back to the studio. And so far they can't. I know Jimmy Fallon went back to the studio this past week with a limited staff, which is like maybe like 10 or 15 people. But I don't think they can do a whole production of 100 people together. It doesn't make any sense yet. Because if one person gets it, they have to shut down production again. And how long would that be for? Another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then boom, now we're stuck.
Everyone's going to have to get...
Oh, that bug just hit you in the face.
Well,
and now it's on the computer.
That was quite fun.
Now he's stuck behind my phone.
Ew.
There he is. Ooh, it's a beetle. Beetle just smacked Julie in the face and landed on my phone. Go in the fire, Beetle. So, yes.
And you're a nice guy.
It's a beetle. Come on, I don't like bugs. It's a beetle. So, that's what I could tell you about the Masked Singer. There's a lot more information coming out. It's really hard to get into it because things could change. We don't know if it's going to be filmed yet. Is it going to be filmed from home? Is it not going to be filmed from home? There's a lot of different ways they could do this. Obviously, you've been watching the new show, Show Off, and that's an amazing show. Celebrities showing off what they can actually do. It's actually really entertaining, and they're doing it all from home. So I will tell you, that's a fun show. If they do the Masked Singer that way, I really wouldn't want them to. I'd rather them just kind of wait because it wouldn't be the same show. But we'll see what happens.
Just like, I don't remember who said that, probably New York government or something. They said the only suggestion that we have is just don't plan anything.
So that's fun.
Just don't plan on anything.
Yep.
Just go with the flow.
Patricia says, then you touch the costume to take. Oh, we're talking about meat flying. Yeah. Corey says, are you drinking coffee?
What are you drinking? We're drinking coffee.
Coffee?
Yes, it's 10 o'clock at night. And
I'll go to sleep.
We still have some work to do, actually.
We have 45 pin orders. For those that don't know, I run for the Wildwood Video Archive. I do a lot of pins. It's actually helping us a lot because the economy, how slow it is, and it's helping a lot. But for those who like Wildwood, I do magnets, car magnet, refrigerator magnet, pins for the hats, clothes, you name it. We do decals for the car, or you can do decal anywhere. I still have Masked Singer pins. I think we have like 35 of them left out of about 150 or 200 that we actually bought. I think they're like $6. Let's see. Christy says, I think he's drinking a ramped up energy drink. No, I'm just like this.
No, that's just Joey.
That's Joe. That sounds sad. Oh, it's Joey.
That's just his energy bowl.
He's this annoying all the time.
Energy bowl. Bowl of energy.
I'm like a little dog. I can sleep for a few seconds and wake up and be fine.
That's like Nala.
Yep.
She takes a
Mariah
power
says,
nap.
LOL, you two are just too cute.
Thank you.
Mariah says, I'm 5'10 and my husband's 6'2. That's why you need all the high heels. That's why she has the high heels.
That makes sense. Now, I can't wear any high heels. I actually wore flats on my wedding day.
Oh, my neck is killing me.
Yeah, welcome
yes.
to the...
And Nala wasn't prepared for a lockdown either. She loves it.
She loves it.
You want to tell them what they do to you? What she does to you?
She loves us when we're home. Like, she absolutely loves that.
When Julia goes to sleep and it's time for me to go to bed, I'm done work at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I look at Nala. We're in the other room. I said, let's go to sleep. She gets up. We go into the bedroom. She jumps on the bed and wakes her up. She starts tapping her.
Like, she learned this new thing where she takes both her paw off and just like pushes me until I wake up because he's going to sleep and she doesn't want to be left on her own. So she wakes me up. So she's like, well, daddy's done. Now it's time for you to be awake and play with me.
Julia wakes up. Nala comes over to her arms and lays down. And then they both go to sleep.
I always wake up in the morning with her like
in your arms.
In my arms under covers because that's what she wants. She needs to be hugged.
She needs to be hugged. And I love
such a cutie.
Hugs. Such a cutie patootie.
I love cuddling with her in the morning.
Rachel says she hates bugs. I think you do as well. And Mariah says, are you both still doing HelloFresh meals? Yes.
Yes.
I want to do the videos. Actually, there's a lot of videos I wanted to do over the past few weeks. It's just, there's been so many issues. We visited a abandoned military base. I want to film that one. We actually, if you went on my Instagram, we did that. That was pretty cool. We didn't film it though because there was just so much going on.
We're gonna go back and film it.
I baked a cake, a strawberry shortcake, and I'd never baked before. I wanted to film that, but I've been so busy. Of course, we still do a lot of cooking. And I wanted to film that stuff. When we go back to New York.
But yeah, to answer your question, we're still doing HelloFresh and we're loving it.
Yeah.
We're absolutely loving it.
I just feel bad. I am editing the Ukraine-Italy video. The Ukraine-Italy videos. I started editing the first one yesterday, and it's funny because I'm looking at it and I got short hair, and I'm like, "What the? Who's that?"
I actually scheduled my first hair appointment for 2 weeks from now. I'm very excited. Let's hope the city doesn't get shut down before that.
Yeah. So we're just over an hour, and it looks like the computer. You're starting to die, so let's start winding it down a little bit.
Answer a couple more questions that we
First,
have
let me
left.
say, if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you're subscribed, you turn on notifications, and like this video. I am going to start doing videos. It's just with the craziness of looking for an apartment during a pandemic, with the box up the house. We actually get the boxes; they're coming in. We have to deliver things to different places. Then we have our pin sales.
We have to find a house.
We have to find a house. I'm doing
to
pin
put those
orders.
Boxes in.
Yeah. The pin orders take about like 4 hours, considering I've got 45 of them, and I make a lot of the stuff, so it takes a while to put together.
Yeah.
It's like just cutting out the delivery slips take an hour because we have about 40 something of them. You have to perfectly cut them.
Listen, we have the new cutter.
We do have a new cutter,
so we're gonna use that.
We're gonna use that.
We're excited about paper cutter. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're excited about a paper cutter.
What have you done to us?
I'm trying to save up so I can buy one of those printers that print out the decals for the packages. I went out to cut them, but those are like $200, and that's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money to spend on that, and you still have to buy the paper for them. But anyway, a few more questions, and then we're gonna skedaddle. Let's see here. Kristen says HelloFresh is amazing.
It is.
If anyone wants a free box of HelloFresh, look, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. We do not get paid.
We do not
we
get
just
paid.
love it. We just love it.
I know on every single account, you can go ahead and send boxes of HelloFresh for free if you haven't got one yet. Oh, the wind's picking up. Ooh, skunk. Ew.
That is pretty strong.
Ew. There's a smelly skunk.
But yeah, if you want to try it, then let us know. I guess send Joey Instagram message, right?
Ew,
because you will see it.
Must be like here.
Okay, Joe, it's not gonna kill you.
I'm not a skunk. That's
yeah.
smelly.
So let's just send Joey a message, and we will try to get you a free box to try.
Christy says it's time for this chick to take meds and go to sleep. Well, good night, Christy.
Have a good night.
Maria says, "What are you going to do with your beautiful hair, Miss Julia, or is it a surprise?"
No, not a surprise. It's my usual. I normally get highlights done, full head, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I normally do cut my hair, but I just probably not going to happen this time, only because they only allowed to spend a certain amount of time with each client, and it's a whole thing where you sit in the car or stand outside until your stylist is ready. They'll bring you in. Like it's a whole thing. So it's just the color.
Kelly,
nothing crazy.
Kelly says, I ordered both the new pins. I always know when it comes in the mail because of the cool envelopes. I have. All right.
So that's our favorite part. We actually love that.
We're big theme people. When we do things, we like to theme things to the max. So we've got either pineapples, they're lemons, or they're flamingos. We have new packaging when you buy decals because they have to be flat, and there's summer ones.
We actually spend a great.
I spend a lot of money and time looking for envelopes.
For them. Yeah.
Because they're fun.
I just think the presentation matters so much. Like when you see it, it just makes you happy, makes you excited for what's inside. Like I don't know.
The whole thing is that it's all about we like to make people smile. Well, that's my thing in life. Love to make people smile. That's why we do these videos. That's why we run the Wildwood Video Archive. And so when you receive a package, if it was just in a plain white or black package, it's just
boring.
like
it doesn't give you any emotion. Like it's plain.
But if you get a package that has flamingos on it, first of all, I know for a fact that every single person who touches that package on the way to your house is going to smile. I know that when I dropped off the packages today at the post office, the postal workers loved them. They were laughing. They thought it was the coolest thing ever. So you're making all these people smile, making their day happy, which means
even for just that split second, it matters.
A smile is very contagious. So if you made that postal worker smile, they're going to smile for the next customer, who maybe is going to smile to their wife and their friends, and it spreads positivity. That's what we're all about, spreading positive. Even though we will talk about really, really sensitive things on this channel, but we like making people smile. So it's very important for me to start off the package with a smile. Then you open the pins, and the pins are cute. I spent hours on designing these things. You know, I designed things. I mostly started these things because I wanted them myself. And if I wanted one pin, they cost like $50 to make.
Not only like designing the pin, but designing the backing for it as well. So the part that they're on it, they're not just like something that we purchased. He actually designed them.
I designed the shirts, the hoodies, the decals, the pins, the car magnets, everything I handmade or designed to be made somewhere else. Yeah.
Everything is like there's a lot of thought put into it.
It spends a couple hours on it. And you know what? They're $10 a piece, and that's because of the time spent. And I feel bad. I wish they could be cheaper, but I spend a lot of time in doing what I do. Mariah says, I love your Cricut printer so much. How much was it? We got it for Christmas. Mom got it. Thanks, Mom, for the Cricut. Yeah. It's purple, and I'd like to pretend it's mine.
What?
The Cricut. Mom says it's Julia's, but I use it. It's my Cricut. It's mine.
Santa brought it for
Julia. Yeah, Santa bought it.
Santa must have bring it for me then.
No, it's purple. It's fine.
Love the Cricut. It's so much fun. I use it all the time.
And I
bought all the tools for it.
Yeah.
And I feel special. I made her a birthday card on it.
Yes.
If you should upload it.
If you saw my Instagram stories, I will upload as a post. He actually made
her a card on the Cricut,
and it's the most amazing card. Like, absolutely.
Julie's amazing at getting cards, and so I overdid it by making it. It took like an hour, but I did it.
Absolutely incredible. I was honestly speechless.
Let's see here. Kristen says it's nice to check up with you guys, sending you positive vibes. Thank you so much. LaShawn says, skunk perfume in Georgia, LOL. Janet says, I love to try. I live alone. It's hard to cook a good meal for one.
You can do meals for one person there.
Try it. You'll love it. I promise. Kelly says she ordered a decal too. You know there's 3 new pins. When we brought the tram car back, that's one. We bought more Ferris wheels.
Yeah.
We got the gig in blue. We got the Welcome to Wildwood sign and the regular Wildwood sign with tram car and beach balls. So You get those ones. Mariah says, Joey, I just sent you a message on Instagram. My phone is actually our light right now, so I can't really
Oh
look.
my gosh, I'm like getting blind
yeah.
from that flash.
But we're an hour and 10 minutes. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, share our post. Before I started this live stream, we were at 24,999 subscribers. We almost made it to 25. We're right there. It's a shame because we gained all the subscribers and now the show is not on. People just start dropping.
Yeah.
So we hit 25,000 like 4 times now. But people start unfollowing because we were inactive. I understand that.
Yeah, and
But
we
it
were,
is what it
we were
is.
going through some.
Anyway, thank you guys. Please stay safe. Take care of each other. And Charlie, welcome to hell. See you guys later. Be safe. Bye.